After his victory over the Eternal Dark King, Sami returned to his village with his friend Fezy, the bird now composed of pure light. Even though the colors had returned to their world, Sami noticed that the forest had become very quiet, as if expecting something. Suddenly, the magical dagger Sami carried began to glow once more, but this time it pointed to a mysterious spot on the map he had obtained earlier. Fezy said, "Something is coming, Sami. This mark leads to the lost time portal, and it's more dangerous than anything we've faced before." Sami and Fezy walked towards the indicated point on the map, where a massive portal surrounded by glowing, moving symbols appeared before them. A faint voice echoed from the portal. "Those who dare to enter time must be prepared to pay the price." Bravely, Sami gripped the dagger and placed it into the slot in the portal. Suddenly, he and Fezy were drawn into a massive temporal vortex that hurled them into a strange world where the earth constantly shifted between scenes of the past and future. In the first area inside the portal, Sami found himself on an ancient battlefield. Warriors wearing shiny armor and riding strange creatures were chasing him. Their leader said, "Anyone entering the time portal without permission must prove their bravery before the warriors of time." Sami had no choice but to confront them. He wielded the magical dagger, which began to emit stronger radiance as he gathered his courage. The challenge was tough, as the warriors could control time to evade his strikes. But Sami noticed that they weakened when their harmonious movements were disrupted. Based on this, he devised a clever plan, unleashing consecutive waves of light to scatter them, and succeeded in ending the battle with a resounding victory. After the battle was over, Sami and Fezy entered a giant room containing a moving clock, its hands spinning counter to the flow of time. Fezy said, "This clock controls the path of the portal, but we can't proceed unless we return the hands to their normal position." Sami faced a complex puzzle. He had to match temporal symbols on the ground with the movements of the clock hands. Every time he made a mistake, the ground shook and mysterious cracks appeared. Using his intelligence and patience, Sami solved the puzzle, finally resetting the clock correctly. At that moment, a new gateway opened to the next stage. In the next area, Sami found himself surrounded by dark shadow-like beings that reflected ominous glimpses of future events. He saw himself alone, with the colors lost once more. One shadow said, "This is your future, Sami. Nothing you do now will change what is to come." Despite the fear that overtook him, Sami refused to give up. He gripped the dagger and unleashed a wave of light, dispersing the shadows. He realized these creatures were trying to exploit his fears to bring him down. He said firmly, "I will decide my own future." Sami and Fezy reached the heart of the time portal, where they found the Guardian of Time, a colossal being with 4 arms and eyes reflecting images of the past and future. The Guardian said in a deep voice, "No one has ever reached here before. If you wish to leave, you must defeat time itself." An epic battle ensued. The Guardian used its power to freeze time around Sami, trapping him. But Fezy noticed that the Guardian paused momentarily whenever it released energy to freeze time. Fezy said, "Sami, when it pauses, that's your chance to attack." Sami waited for the right moment and delivered a powerful strike with the dagger towards the Guardian's heart. But it wasn't easy to bring down. The Guardian began emitting waves of temporal energy, causing Sami to relive moments from his past. Sami remembered that his true strength lay in hope and belief in his future. He concentrated all his energy and unleashed a final powerful strike towards the Guardian, shattering it into scattered temporal shards. After his victory, a golden temporal clock appeared before Sami, and a mysterious voice said, "You have proven your courage and wisdom. This clock grants you the power to restore the balance of time, but using it comes with great responsibility." Sami took the clock and returned to his village through the time portal, sealing it forever to prevent any future threats. The story teaches the importance of facing fears, showing courage and faith in the future, and recognizing that greater challenges require wisdom and patience.